Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope all are doing good. This is Pallavi. Please welcome you back to my costing classes. Uh, Today I'm going to talk about Merrick's differential piece rate system. In my last video, I have taught about Taylor's differential piece rate system. These both are the part of incentive plans, labor incentive plans, which comes under piece-based incentive system. So in the last class, we have discussed about the Taylor system. So Taylor said that there will be two type of workers in any given firm. So there will be lower performer and there will be a higher performer. The performer who is not meeting the standard output target is called as an inefficient worker. The worker who is performing well, who is who's producing above standard or at standard, will be called as efficient worker. So that for him, bonus will be given at the rate of 120% or 125%, the given higher rate. And for the lower worker, inefficient worker will be given with the lower given percentage. Okay, so many of them felt that Taylor has given a very harsh treatment for the people who are slow workers. So he called them inefficient, and he gave them only 80%, 83% of incentive. So to overcome this, Merrick's differential piece rate system has given an advanced percentages, slabs of percentages to give incentives to the workers. So it is not hash as the Taylor's. How this works and what is the underlying principles of Merrick's differential piece rate system, let us discuss. So what Merrick says, wages incentives will be given in three type. So we'll categorize them into three workers, that is inefficient worker, a moderate worker, and efficient worker. Okay. So when we call under this method, when we call a person as inefficient worker, the person who is producing below the 83% of efficiency. If he is producing output below 83%, then he is called as a inefficient worker. For him, we will give only what is the piece rate is fixed. We will give him only piece rate. Say for example, 1 rupee per piece. If you have decided, then we will give only how many units you produce. That much only piece rate will be given for that one particular employee who is producing less than 83%. There will be a moderate worker who will be neither too slow or not too fast. So he comes in between. So Merrick called him a moderate worker. So he'll be given his performance efficiency will fall under 83% to 100%. Okay, 83% to 100% efficiency. In that speed, he'll be producing the output. So for him, we have to give 110% of normal piece rate. Okay. The next category of workers fall under efficient workers, who will produce more than 100% efficiency. So for them, we have Merrick say that we can give him a 120% of normal piece rate. So there will be three slabs: a basic slab, moderate slab, and a higher slab. Okay, so these are the three slabs of a percentage of rate system, bonus incentive system is proposed by Merrick. Okay. So let us understand this method by taking an example. Before that, I want to tell you how to solve the problems and which are the steps followed under Merrick's differential methods. So this is the same as the Taylor's differential piece rate system. So first step will be calculation of standard output per day. So first they will be given if the output is given in the seconds or minutes per second, or at now for 10-second 1 unit, 30-second 1 unit. So first we have to convert it into the minutes to the hours, hours to the day. So here in the calculation of standard output, first two steps again we have to keep it in mind. First we have to convert standard output per day. So this will help us in calculating step 3. Okay, standard output per hour. First we have to calculate. We'll calculate this and we'll keep it, because this data will help us in finding out the normal piece rate. Then in the second P step would be standard output per day. First, we convert seconds data to minutes data, or minutes data to hour data, and we will calculate the standard output per hour. If given in hour, we will calculate. If it's given in hour, or after calculating in hour, we will convert that into per day output, standard output. Okay, so this will be helped in this step A will help in our calculation of step 3. Okay. Second step would be determination of efficiency percentage. Efficiency is equal to, this is the formula, actual output divided by standard output into 100. This is the same steps we are following, what we used to follow in the Taylor's method. Okay, so we will calculate the efficiency. Why we will calculate the efficiency here? If 6 workers, 5 workers, 3 workers, 2 workers are there, then we have to decide about which worker is a moderate worker, which worker is performing below 83%, so that we can give him a basic efficiency, and the worker who is performing above 100%, so we can give him a higher rate. So to decide about the incentive, we have the percentage of incentive we have to give to the particular employee. We have to find out his efficiency first. Okay, third stage will be calculation of normal piece rate or rate per unit. So here the formula is rate per hour divided by number of units produced per hour. So rate per hour will be given in your problem. Number of units produced per hour, that we will take it from here. Okay, standard output per hour. That is in step 1, sub step A. From that we will take the data here. Okay, rate per hour will be given. In this, if rate per hour is not given, rate per minute or rate per day or given, we can convert. We have to convert that into hour, and we have to take the data accordingly. Next, fourth step is calculation of differential piece rate. So here in the Taylor's method, we had only two calculations here under the fourth step. First one is a lower rate, and the second one is a higher rate. Whenever we are given with the after calculating this, we will arrive with an answer. So that will be considered as a normal piece rate here. So we used to multiply in the Taylor's method by 80% for the lower rate, or 83% for the lower rate, whichever the given rate, lower given rate in the problem. And for the good performer, efficient worker, we used to give higher rate, whichever given in the problem, 125, 120%, 175%, like that. But in this Merrick's methods, in Merrick's method, we have 3 rates given, that is basic rate, moderate rate, and higher rate. The worker who is producing less than 83% of efficiency will be given with the 100% of the incentive. Normal piece rate, 100% of the normal piece rate of the incentive. The worker who is moderately producing from 83% to 100%, he'll be given 110% of the normal piece rate as a bonus. And the person who is who's a higher performer will be given 120% of normal piece rate as an incentive or bonus. Okay, this is the fourth step we have to do in the Merrick's differential piece rate system. The final step will be calculation of earning of each worker by multiplying that with the actual output. Okay, let us see one problem to understand this method. So this 5 methods. First one, we have to calculate the standard output per day. In the sub method are standard output per hour, sub stages are standard output per hour, then standard output per day. Second step will be we have to determine the efficiency percentage. The formula is efficiency is equal to actual output by standard output into 100. This is calculated to find out the person, the worker, whom we are calculating wages or earnings, whether he falls under a basic incentive scheme or a moderate incentive scheme or a higher rate incentive scheme. Third is calculation of piece rate per unit. So the formula would be rate per hour divided by number of units produced per hour. The fourth calculation of differential piece rate, where we'll multiply this the answer which came in the step 3, that is normal piece rate, into for basic person who is producing below 83% will give him 100%. The person who is producing 83 to 100% will give him 110%. And the person who is producing more than 100% of efficiency, for him we will give 120% of incentives. The last step will be earnings, of finding out the earnings. So actual output of a person, that will be multiplied by the answer from where we will get here. Okay, so that is called as normal piece rate here, not this third step, normal piece rate here. Okay. Now we'll take an example to understand the problem. This is how in your examination the question is going to come. Calculate the earnings of workers Amar, Akbar and Anthony under Merrick's system from the following particulars. Okay, 3 workers are there. For 3 of them we have to calculate the earnings by using Merrick's pay system. So standard production fixed by the company is 1 unit per minute. So 1 minute they are producing, they say that the standard the workers can produce is 1 minute. So normal rate is given as rupees 5.4 per hour. Okay. Next, worker produced an actual output here given. Amar produces 390 units, while Akbar produces 450 units, and Anthony is producing 600 units. Okay. So one day the workers are working 8 hours in a factory in the production activity. So this is the given information in the problem. So first we have to calculate by, so let us solve the problem, and the first step is calculation of standard output per day. As I've told you, we have to do it in the 2 stages, standard output per hour and standard output per day. First let us calculate standard output per hour. So standard output per hour, how to calculate? So for one, here given 1 unit, to produce 1 unit, he is taking 1 minute. So 1 minute, so for 1 minute, worker can produce 1 unit. 1 minute, he can any worker standardly in that firm can produce 1 unit. So there will be total how many minutes in a hour? 60 minutes, right? So 60 minutes, how many? So cross multiply 60 into 1 by 1 divided by 1. That would be 60 units. 60 units per hour. So first stage is done. That is 60 units per hour is produced in 1 minute. So second step in the second sub-step in the step 1 is we have to find out per day, number of units worked per day. So how many units is producing per minute? So he is producing 60 units per minute. So number of hours worked in a day is 8 hours. That will give us 480 units per day. So standard production per day is 480 units. Any employee should produce in an organization. This is the standard fixed by the firm, that 180 units per day worker can produce. Okay, so we have find out the step 1 is done by calculating 2 sub-steps, that is standard output per hour and standard output per day. Okay. Next step is determination of efficiency percentage. So let us see what is the actual output of Amar. Amar is producing 390 units. So actual output would be 390 units divided by standard output we have found out here, that is 480 units. So standard output would be 480 into, to find out the efficiency percentage, we are converting it into percent. So that will become 81.25%. So Amar's efficiency is 81.25%. Now let us see Akbar how many units is producing. Akbar is producing 450 units. Okay, so I'm taking here actual output 450 units divided by standard output 480 units into 100, converting into percentage, that will give me 93.75%. Okay. Next, Anthony is producing. Okay, Anthony is doing good. Anthony is producing 600 units divided by standard output, in converting it to percentage, that will give me 125%. So 125%. By looking at this, we can say that efficient or inefficient or moderate worker here. See, below 83% means he's a slow worker, right? So he's a basic. He falls under a basic basic incentive slab. Okay, that is 100%. 100% of normal. Correct, remember. Next, this person falls under 83% to 100%. 93% falls between 83% to 100%. So this person is a moderate worker. So for him, we will give 110% of normal piece rate. Okay. Next person who is a higher performer, right? So he falls under the higher piece rate, that is 120% of one piece rate. 120% of normal piece rate. This is the slabs we have found out now. So this is an basic person, moderate person, and a higher rate person we have identified here. Now we will calculate the third step, that is normal piece rate or a rate per unit. So rate per hour given in the problem, that is let us check what is the rate per hour. So they have given rupees 5.4 is the rate per hour, and divided by number of units produced per day. So number of units produced per hour, number of units produced per hour, we have to see. So rate per hour is given in the problem, that is 5.4. Then number of units per hour is given here. We have calculated this. Okay, we have found out that this step I told you, step A, step 1, step A, the answer will be used in step 3. So rate per hour is 5.40, which is divided by number of units produced per hour is 60 units. That will become 0.09. Okay, rupees paise. 0.09 paise. So this is the piece rate we have identified. The piece rate is 0.09 paisa. Okay. Now calculation of differential piece rate. So we have 3 stages now. We have to calculate the different piece rate. Let us see how to find out the piece rate. So 100% of piece rate will be given to the person who is performing. This is normal piece rate or piece rate. So 100%, 3 slabs we will calculate and keep it. 100 divided by 100 is nothing but 100%. That will give us nothing but 0.09. Okay, rupees 0.09. Next, for normal piece rate, we have to calculate the moderate rate, that is 110%, to give it to the moderate person who falls under the production efficiency of 83% to 100%, who's a moderate, who comes under the moderate slab. Okay, this will become 0.099. Okay. Next one, the person who is producing more than 100% efficiency, who is having efficiency of more than 100%. So he will be given 120%, right? So normal piece rate is 0.09 into 120 divided by 100. That will give 0.108. 0.108. So this is the rate, piece rate we have calculated. Then we'll calculate the final earnings of Amar, Akbar and Anthony. So actual output of Amar is 390. And normal piece rate which is applicable for Akbar is, Amar is, so we'll see in this step 2 how much he deserves. So Amar is producing 390 units actual production, so he'll be given 100% of normal piece rate because he's below efficiency, right? So that's why I'm giving him here 390 into 100% of normal piece rate. How much it has come? 0.09. Okay. Next, Akbar is producing how many output? Akbar is producing, I guess, 450. Yes, 450 actual production. Has 450 is his actual production, and he falls under the moderate slab, where we have to give him a 110% of normal piece rate. So 450 into here moderate piece rate, how much it has come? This is 0.099. Okay. Next, Anthony. Let us see about the Anthony. Anthony is producing 600 units, who is a good performer, whose efficiency is 125%, which is more than 100%. So he deserves 120% of the normal piece rate. Okay, so 120% of normal piece rate here we have calculated, that is 0.108. So 600 into, this will become 0.108. Okay, so how much will be earning for Amar? For Amar it is 35.10 rupees. 35.10 is the earnings of Amar. For Akbar it is rupees 44.55. Okay. For Anthony it is 600 into 0.108, that will be 64.8. This is the earning of the how we calculate the earning of every individual by separating them slab wise according to their efficiency level. Let's just a quick recap of this problem. So this is the question given: 1 unit per minute for normal rate 5.4 per hour, 390 Amar, Akbar 450 and Anthony 600 producing in 8 hours day. So first we have to calculate stage 1, step 1, calculation of standard output per day. So what we have calculated, 1 minute 1 unit, if 1 minute 1 unit production is there, then 60 units will be produced per hour. If you convert per hour into day, that will become 480 units per day production, standard production. Then you have found out the efficiency of each individual here. So Amar is producing below 83%, that's why we are giving him a 100% normal basic rate, 100% of normal base rate. Akbar is producing 450 units, which is falls under the second category, second slab, that is from 83 to 100%. That's why we are giving him a 110% of normal piece rate. Anthony is producing 600 units, so he will be a higher performer, so he'll be given 120% of normal piece rate. In the third step, we have calculated rate per hour, rate per unit. which is 5.4 rate per hour divided by 60 units per hour. That gave us 0.09 paise. So we have calculated this the differential modification in the rates which is given. So for basic rate 0.09 by 100% of piece rate, then moderate rate 0.099, 110% of normal rate. Higher rate is 120% of normal rate, that is 0.10. Then we have multiplied those rate which we have identified here according to the performance, basic rate, moderate rate, and a higher rate. This is the earnings of the workers. Thank you for listening to me. I guess you have understood the Merrick's differential piece rate system as well as the Taylor's differential piece rate system. Have a nice day. Thank you all. Stay home, stay safe.